Hello, hi, this is Anurag from B-Ghud Academy, and today I have here with me a special guest, Claire Hickson from the UK. Right, as you must have noticed, a lot of Indians are going to the UK, not just to the UK, but some other parts of the world, mostly to the western parts of the world. So, are we Indians welcome in the UK?
Yeah, very much so, very much so. Yeah, we really treasure the Kerala nurses in the hospitals.
Kerala nurses?
Yeah,
Okay.
are really, really treasured. They're very special. They bring a warmth and a kindness, and they just take extra special care of people in hospital who are feeling very vulnerable. You know, when you're in hospital, it's a difficult time. And through personal experience with members of my family who've been in hospital, I have met Kerala nurses, and it's a different experience. They bring with them something very unique and very special. So yeah, very, very welcome.
I'm really glad to hear that our nurses are being accepted in the West, because we have taught hundreds of thousands of nurses ourselves, and it's a pleasure to know that they're being accepted, and they're doing pretty well there in the UK.
Very well.
Oh, the next one I feel it's a very thoughtful question our students have asked, especially in this technology-driven era. I think this is very relevant. So the question is, what are your comments on people's over-dependence on technology, be it the internet, mobile phones, or artificial intelligence?
Yes, it is a big question. It's a big question. And obviously my answer is subjective.
Okay.
This is subject to my opinions and my feeling on it. I think everything has pros and cons. Everything is good and bad. Everything has light and dark, and technology is no different. So I believe that clearly being over-dependent on the technology comes with many problems, because I feel generally that it's pulling us away from our own essence, if that makes sense. So the more that we rely on technology, and the more that children are just looking at screens the whole time, and there's good and bad to it, because on one level they're able to consume a lot of information very quickly. They're able to research a topic if they're interested, just like that. But at the same time, if you over-rely on technology, you lose some of the truth of your own discernment, your own intuition. So my answer to that would be, I worry about the over-dependence on technology. I think technology has had a huge effect, and obviously continues to, and there are many positives. We're connected in ways that we never imagined we'd be able to be connected. And now we're almost taking it for granted. I can connect with you from the UK to India, just like that, via Zoom, no problem. Never would have been able to do that decades ago. So there's a great positive with that, in that we can share information really quickly, we can share knowledge, we can make huge advancements in science and medicine, and look at Elon Musk creating a chip for the human brain that could help paraplegics. But as ever, there is good and bad to that, because do we want to merge man with the machine totally? And then what are we going to know is real? How are we going to know what is real and what is true? So this would be my answer to that question. It's, yes, we can embrace technology, but we need to remember that we are the greatest technology. That the human body, it cannot be replicated. There is a sophistication with our body, and the reason is because we are connected to nature, to all of nature. So we are one with everything. And if we step into technology too deeply and completely go through the AI route, like I could tomorrow, I could decide to continue my poetry, but I could do it using ChatGPT, couldn't I?
Yeah.
I could go into Chat GPT and say, write me a poem on trees. And I'm sure it would spit out a poem. But I am writing through my heart, which comes directly from what you would call it, God, source, the divine, whatever your word is for that. And nothing can replicate that.
Right, right.
So that's my philosophy on it, is we need to stay connected to our soul and our heart, because actually this is a battle for our souls. Like technology and AI could actually take over humans. So it's like a big, big subject.
That was really enlightening.
It takes individuation, we call it.
Individuation, okay.
Which means like knowing who you are, like know who you are, like know what the truth is.
Okay.
Because already, how do we know what is true? Like holographic, people can just people could take a video of me saying some beautiful poetry and make me say something completely different that is maybe dark or not good. How are people going to know that whether that's true or not? And my answer to that is, if you stay with your own essence and who you actually are, like know yourself very well, now I can watch things on the internet and I kind of know what is true and what is not in my instinct.
Right.
So I've actually even been able to look at some people's posts on social media, and I know what has come from AI and what has come from someone's heart. I know it. And I can't really prove it, but I just know.
Well, Claire, thank you so much. That was indeed a thought-provoking conversation that I had with you. And I'm sure our audience who are watching this, they'll definitely be benefited, not in terms of the language, but also in terms of their philosophical perspective. Thank you. And I hope to have more of these meaningful conversations in the future. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It was a real pleasure. Thank you.